Question number 5, Dr. Calder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Corrections. What advice has the Minister received about the level of employment training in New Zealand prisons?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to report that a record number of prisoners are undertaking job training in literacy and numeracy education. In the 10 months to July 2010, the number of prisoners in employment and job training has increased by 9% to 4,791. This means that nearly 70% of all sentenced prisoners are now engaged in some form of prisoner employment or job training. In addition, over the past financial year, the number of prisoners undertaking literacy and numeracy education has increased by 15%. These results are very impressive, and I'd like to commend the Department for the commitment towards rehabilitating offenders.
Dr. Calder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister, why is the Government placing such a high priority on increasing prisoner employment training?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Speaker, this Government is determined to reduce reoffending and help offenders turn their lives around. Prisoners who have work skills and good literacy and numeracy skills are more likely to gain jobs and less likely to go back to jail. International studies have shown that participation in education can reduce the risk of reoffending by 9%, and having a job can reduce the risk of reoffending by 6%. The goal of the Prisoners' Skills and Employment Strategy is to have at least 1,000 extra prisoners gaining skills and work experience on any given day by the end of 2012. This Government is committed to achievement of that goal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, what progress has she been advised of about the level of Māori participation in prisoner employment, and what information, if any, is there about the longer-term outcomes associated with such participation?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, since the Prisoner Employment Strategy was launched, the number of Māori participating in corrections inmate employment has increased from 42% to 46% of all prisoners employed. Māori prisoners also make up 56% of prisoners in Polytech-run trade and technical training courses. As I mentioned earlier, international studies have shown that prisoners with work skills, good literacy and numeracy skills are far less likely to come back to jail. This is particularly encouraging, taking into account that Māori make up half of the prison population.
Question number 6, the Honourable Ruth Dyson.